Hello, this is the daily COVID update from Deccan Herald. I'm Suraksha.
I'm Akhil.
On the bulletin today, COVID-19 hits the Indian Navy, the CPI-M calls for a protest, the Karnataka government announces fresh guidelines for containment zones, and Air India starts bookings. But first, the national numbers from Akhil.
As we go into this recording, 47 districts across 23 states have reported a positive trend. Districts such as Mahe and Kodagu have not reported any new cases for the past 28 days. 45 districts have not reported COVID-19 cases in the last 14 days. However, India still has more than 15,000 recorded cases of COVID-19 in the country. More than 12,000 people are active carriers of the virus. More than 2,000 patients have recovered since they were first tested, and the country is headed towards 500 deaths. ICMR has received more than 330,000 samples for testing from across the country. Over 30,000 samples were received yesterday. A look at the numbers from across the country now. Maharashtra has more than 3,000 active cases of novel coronavirus today, the highest in the country. Delhi in second place has half that number. The national capital has 1,582 active cases. Tamil Nadu is third with 992 cases. Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan added over 50 new cases today, and both the states have over 1,000 active cases each. Gujarat has reported 7 deaths today and has 1,136 active cases. Karnataka is at 11th place with 266 active cases. Health Ministry said that earlier today that 4,291 COVID-19 cases were linked to the Tablighi Jamaat congregation.
Karnataka recorded 25 new cases of COVID-19 today. With this, there are 266 active cases in Karnataka. 1 death has been recorded in the state today, taking the total tally to 14. 104 people have been discharged so far. Patient 374, a 47-year-old man who passed away today due to a cardiac arrest, is a direct contact of patients 306 and 308 in Vijayapura. His sample tested positive today. Among the new cases today, 7 have been reported from Bagalkot, out of which 5 cases have come in from Mudhol and 2 from Jamakhandi. 6 cases have been reported from the Nanjangud cluster and 1 from Mysuru. 3 cases have come in from Bengaluru urban district. Vijayapura and Kalburgi have reported 2 cases each. Hubli, Dharwad, Belagavi, Gadak and Mandya have reported 1 case each. Karnataka has seen more than 100 COVID-19 cases, which includes a record 44 on Friday in the past 4 days, with a distinct pattern emerging in the surging virus cases in this state. 3 clusters are contributing in a major way to the state's tally. Mysore's Nanjangud Pharma cluster, a mystery that the government has not been able to crack, and large families from Belagavi and Vijayapura districts who have tested positive. A corona-free district until a few days ago. All cases from Vijayapura are just from 2 families. In Bengaluru, Padarayanapura is emerging as another hotspot, as 10 cases have been reported from the ward so far, including 7 from the same building.
In news from around the country, 26 sailors of INS Angre in Mumbai have tested positive for COVID-19. INS Angre is a shore-based logistics and administrative support establishment of Western Naval Command. Most of the affected cases are asymptomatic, and the source has been traced to a single sailor who tested positive on April 7th. They reside in the same accommodation block at INS Angre. The entire living block has now been put under quarantine and within the containment zone. INS Angre is also under lockdown. According to reports, some central government ministries are calling on staff to contribute a day's salary to the PM CARES Fund every month until March 2021. While the Ministry of Labour and Employment has set April 21st as a deadline for intimating unwillingness, the Department of Revenue's deadline is April 20th. While officials of the Labour and Employment Ministry have an option to decline contributing to the fund, they must convey their unwillingness, clearly mentioning their name, designation, and place of posting. The Ministry of Labour also added that if it receives no response by April 21st, it will be assumed as their consent for deduction in their salaries. The move has invited criticism from senior opposition leaders. Many have questioned the need for PM CARES Fund when there is already a Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. The announcement of PM CARES as a public charitable organization came on March 28th. The opposition accuses it of being non-transparent. Farmers, workers, women, and youth organizations linked to CPI-M have called for a nationwide protest on April 21st, charging the Narendra Modi government of being totally apathetic and insensitive to the miseries of the workers and the farmers. The unions have said that the Prime Minister must do more than give speeches, and have asked people to protest in front of their homes with placards and by shouting slogans for 5 to 10 minutes. The unions also demand that the retrenchment of workers must stop, that wages must be paid, and an amount of not less than 7,500 rupees be transferred to non-income tax-paying families for 3 months. They also demanded that MNREGA must be expanded and pending wages paid. Financial support must also be provided to micro, small, and medium enterprises, and interest-free bank loans must be given to self-help groups, they said. Meanwhile, Air India has announced that it will start bookings for domestic flights from May 4th and for a few international flights from the 1st of June. Please check the Air India website for details as the process is being reviewed constantly. The Ministry of Home Affairs has extended visas of all foreigners who are in India and stranded due to the lockdown until May 3rd.
In news from Karnataka, the state government has issued fresh guidelines for containment and buffer zones as well as the procedures to be followed within them. The roles and responsibilities of various departments have also been listed out to contain the spread of COVID-19 infections. There are 32 containment zones in Bengaluru and hotspots have been identified in 8 districts. As per the new guidelines, the area around the house of the COVID-19 patient can be declared as a containment zone and stringent measures will be deployed here. Surrounding the containment zone, a buffer zone will also be created within a 7-kilometer radius from the containment zone. In urban areas, the officials can restrict it to 5 kilometers. Movement of people has been banned in the containment zones. Essential goods will be home delivered. The area will continue to remain as a containment zone until no COVID-19 positive case is reported for the next 28 days from the same area. All the primary and secondary contacts within the containment area will be strictly under home quarantine. The area to be demarcated as a containment zone varies from place to place. If a COVID-19 positive case is found in an apartment complex, then the entire block or apartment tower will be declared a containment zone. If it is a single block apartment, then the entire apartment complex will be declared as a containment zone. In the case of an independent house or villa, the containment zone will include a 100-meter radius area around the property, including the street on which the house is located. In the cases of slums and urban localities, the entire slum will be declared as a containment zone. The BBMP will appoint an executive magistrate or a class 1 officer as commander with magisterial powers to control the activities in the area. A command center with special squads will cater to the requirement of the people, especially in providing emergency medical care to pregnant women and cardiac patients. As per the directions, the police will seal the entire area geographically on a permanent basis by setting up a barrier and checkpost. In other news from the state, Chief Minister BS Yediyurappa went back and forth on his decisions to let two-wheelers back on the road. While he had initially said that two-wheelers would be allowed on roads from April 20th following relaxation of the lockdown rules, he changed his decision late in the evening and said that they will continue to stay off the roads until the lockdown ends. However, passes for cars which have already been issued will be valid till May 3rd. Another decision that saw a change was the IT/BT sector. After having said that 33% of the force could get back to work from April 20th, the Chief Minister rolled back his decision and said that employees would continue to work from home and only essential services will be allowed from work locations. The Chief Minister also clarified that interstate travel continues to be prohibited. Only industrial workers will be allowed to commute in Bengaluru urban, Bengaluru rural and Ramnagar districts. He also advised that senior citizens and vulnerable persons should remain indoors for the next 3 months. Also, spitting in public places is now banned. The government will take action against private unaided schools in the state that were demanding fees from parents in the name of online classes and taking online admissions. The schools can continue to conduct online classes. The department also warned schools not to start the admission process for the 2020-21 academic year, as the government has suspended all such activities in the view of the COVID-19 crisis. The mass marriage organized by the Shri Kshetra Dharmasthala on April 29th has been cancelled following the extension of the lockdown. Shri Kshetra Dharmasthala has been organizing mass marriage since 1972. A total of 1 or 2 couples had entered into wedlock in the mass marriage held at Dharmasthala in the year 2019. More than 12,000 couples have entered into wedlock in mass marriage since its inception in 1972.
Shall we put that off for a little while? And I'll tell you a story.
Now, who would say no to that? Ranga Shankara's signature storytelling program for children, The Little Cloud, has gone digital because of the lockdown.
Doom, doom, doom. Kadge hoytu, rotti bantu, doom, doom, doom. Rotti hoytu, madke bantu, doom, doom, doom. Madke hoytu, hudgi bandlu, doom, doom, doom. ಹುಡುಗಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಡೋಲು ಬಂತು ಡಮ್ ಡಮ್ ಡಮ್. ಹೀಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಲಿ ಡೋಲ್ ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹಾಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ಇಲಿ ಕತೆ ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲೇ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ?
15 of the country's best theatre artists, including Sihi Kahi Chandru and Ratna Patak Shah, narrate 32 stories in 6 languages. The stories are aimed at the age group of 3 to 6 years, and another set caters to children over the age of 6. The stories will be narrated in Kannada, English, Hindi, Tamil, Bengali, and also in sign language. Stories are streamed on Ranga Shankara's YouTube channel every morning at 11. For details, click on the link in the description below. That's all from Suraksha and me today. For the latest updates, log on to deccanherald.com. Stay safe, stay indoors, and we'll see you tomorrow.